How are we doing? Gangster Magician here with your message. That's what I'm here to do. I love delivering your message because I do what I love. And I love what I do. Okay, it's just, you know, you got to minimize. You can't drag this on. People don't want it. They start clicking away. So now you got to stay. You got to say, whoa, this guy's right to the point. We got to see what he's talking about now. Now we got to see. Let's check him out. So, yeah, why don't we see what's going on here? Why don't we get in your energy here? See what we got. See who's fucking messing around here. We'll put some Palo Santo incense onto here. Get the nice smell. It smells wonderful. Right, Archangel Michael? He said, absolutely, my friend. He said, don't worry about nothing. He says, I know some demons, they keep trying to attack you. He says, but listen, it's going to be all right. The more they attack you, the better it's going to get. He said, trust me when I tell you. He says, they can't see it, but you know, they will. They don't see it now, but it's gonna be a hell of a fall for these people. Yes, it is. And all you gotta do is just keep doing what you're doing. You know, show these people you don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care what happens to you. Tell them we didn't like you anyway. We never liked you anyway. So why do we care now? This is a bunch of group of people who didn't like you. Okay, so they go fuck themselves. I mean, really, like, what do they want us to do for them? But I know what you're going to do is you're going to keep aligning your chakras because that is where the balance comes from. That is when you align them. That's when the energy comes. So what's meant for you always find you. It's not going to find you if you're a pretzel. It's going to get lost. Where am I going? That's how people are easily can come in there and get it. That's why they like to block certain chakras. And then hope you never find out about it and just die. That's what they hope. That's their thing. And then, you know, their energy vampires, they also like to, you know, cause your death and then take sympathy and then accept sympathy for it. Like, oh, it's such a shame. It'd be like a mother, you having a kid, and like, you know, they'll be the reason why the kid dies, and then everybody feels bad for the mother, and then you're like, whoa, like, but nobody, you know, but now all that kind of stuff that's in the hidden, it's all coming back now. Hey, they did it. You didn't do nothing. You didn't exploit anybody. These people did. They exploited you. All right, so let's go. Let's see what's in the energy here. Why don't we? Please and thank you for our divine collective, God. The cat says, "What do you say? What do you know?" He says he's never gonna let me forget. All right, it's fine. It's fine with me. All right, let's get going. What do we got here? Please and thank you. All right, so here's the thing. There's a moon here. All right, so tell me that there's illusions here. Okay, that there's some mystery, some fear, some anxiety. Somebody's creating something. Somebody's trying to project onto you. All right, the moon is telling you that things may not be as they seem. So you might think things are one way, but they're really not. But I mean, you'll come to that conclusion. Trust your instincts to see past these illusions. You may also be experiencing mood swings, dormant insecurity, or instability. If you're waiting for an answer, then be prepared to wait. Okay, because only good things come to us. So wait. If you're sitting there and you want an answer, like if you want something, it's never gonna come. You know what I mean? It's just you keep it away. So that's why you gotta get to the point where you're just like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what happens. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they do. I don't care what anything. And that goes for anybody. I mean, anybody. Twin flame, kid, you know, mother, father. I don't give a fuck. They're not for your highest good. They're not for you. That's the way it is. All right, but here's the thing, though. There's the Four of Wands here, though. So whatever these illusions that were, you know, being spoken about you, they're actually getting you to this Four of Wands. They're actually helping you, okay? Because if these people just left you alone and didn't do anything, you may have never figured out who you really are. Returning home or being with the people and places most familiar with you can be so enriching. Take this time to soak up the bliss and appreciate the good things in life. This is a good time to work on renovating or redirecting your home space, perhaps. Celebration, joy, harmony, engagements, home, community, domestic happiness you have here. So whatever illusions they made you, you know, they helped you. They thought they were hurting you. They were actually helping you. Yes, they were. And this Four of Wands tells us that there's harmony here. So these illusions did not create whatever they thought they were going to create. Okay, because why? Because Two of Wands, because you're planning on progressing. All right, so it takes a Two of Wands to get to the Four of Wands. Okay, you already have urge to create. Now you're really laying out your blueprint here. You've been hit with a spark of inspiration. Now you must figure out how to turn that fire into action. Okay, be sure to lay the groundwork before blasting forward so you don't stumble over your own feet. Let your intuition guide you. All right, just go with it. Go with the flow. So you know what's right. Obviously, the Four of Wands is here because these illusions, they haven't really, they didn't stick. Why? Because you are the Empress, that's why. Because they forced you to become this, all right? If they weren't attacking you with these illusions, with this spell work, with this moon magic, you would have never, ever, in a million years, would have thought that that this is even real, okay? The Empress, you're experiencing new life, maybe in form of pregnancy, romance, business, or elsewhere. The Empress position upright may also be a signal that it's time to be kind to yourself, and the best time is some self-care. Take comfort in knowing that the Empress has your back. Always take comfort knowing that, okay? Because these people, they made you have to become a Queen of Swords. Wasn't what you wanted to do, but it was necessary for you. Now you're planning on progressing. You're at this Four of Wands here. All right, and not only that, this Empress, but you got the Queen of Cups here. So you were just a very lovely Queen of Cups. That's what you. Oh, this was what you were, okay? Originally, this was what this started as. These people, they attacked you as a Queen of Cups, forcing you to become this Empress. You're feeling sensitive and intuitive. You attune yourself to the emotional needs of others. You're open spiritually and are moved by the tragedy and beauty of life. Never reacting with impatience or anger, always having a kind word for all. Compassion, comfort, calmness, nurturing, healing, stable. I mean, this is who you are. And they said that you were weak being this way. You were stupid. Okay, whatever. But now they turned you into an Empress because you had to become a Queen of Swords. Remember this. And that is why you became the star of the show here. So how we know these illusions here have made you become the star of the show is because it's like somebody constantly lying about you, attacking you, and people see that it's not true. They see you planning and progressing, and they see you at this Four of Wands. They see you as this Empress. They see you as this Queen of Cups. These illusions helped you become the star. It's like, it's just, this is what it is. It's like somebody attacked you, and, because of them attacking you, made you, who you are. You have a renewed sense of self and magic is flowing all around you. This is a time of great personal growth and development. Give yourself and your spirit as others may benefit from the blessings you received. Hope, calm, healing, faith, purpose. Love it. Star Empress here. Empress, gangster, magician here. Okay, High Priest. Got the Four of Wands, Two of Wands. So it's like with these illusions, thank you. You transmuted them. That's all this really comes down to. You let them keep going. It's like, fuck it. You're not going to stop them. You're not going to make a big stink about this. You're not going to, you're letting karma handle this. Now, they never thought that would happen. So this Empress, this Queen of Cups, they're the star. They are the star. They're planning on progressing, getting to where they need to be. Four of Wands is there. So these illusions were the catalyst. Because who would have been paying attention to you if they didn't say all this? You made you seem so much more interesting. So thank you. All right, so why don't we elaborate further? Why don't we see what else we got here? And we can, get a little bit more, get a little more confirmation. What else we got? All right, please and thank you, God. Ooh, from our divine collective. All right, so you have this Two of Pentacles in reverse here. So this is telling me somebody's overwhelmed. Okay, they're overcommitted. They're coming off very impatient, disorganized. There's a lack of balance here. Like I said, overwhelmed. This could be somebody gambling, a gambler has a gambling problem. Something's going on here. I mean, the money's not flowing like it was, okay? Because they had your energy, so then it was all flowing in. Now it's a little more slowing down here. Somebody here made a lot of promises to people. If they helped them, this was what would happen. That's what they said. All right, but here's the thing. There's a 7 of Pentacles in reverse here. You know, this person also claimed that it was going to be easy, that, you know, there wasn't going to be a lot of hard work put into this, that you were an easy takedown. But they had a lack of long-term view here. Limited success when it came against you, or reward. I mean, maybe, you know, temporary. It's working. So now people are working without results, and they don't want to do this anymore. So it's not fun anymore. That's where it comes. 2 of Pentacles in reverse, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Tells me everything I need to know about what you're dealing with. But this is what's going to blow it open. Because when the money starts to go and it becomes harder, this is when people start to become, you know, discouraged. This is when people want to start talking. This is when they don't care no more. All right, because look, you're just Queen of Cups. Remember you were here earlier? Yeah, you're back. You said, yeah, I'm back. I just wanted to let you know I see what's happening here. I don't like these fucks anyway. You told them. Queen of Cups. So they didn't like you anyway. Stay the fuck out of their business. All right, so what else we got? Keep your name out. Keep our name out your mouth, the Queen of Cups says. So anything else we have here? All right, so now you have this Knight of Swords in reverse here. So these people are coming out very reckless and unfocused. They're restless. They're burnt out. There's no direction here. Very unpredictable Knight of Swords in reverse is a person riding a horse upside down. Disregard for consequence here. I mean, obviously, they didn't have a long-term view, so now they're just doing whatever. They're showing that they're, you know, what kind of demon they really are. Because everything is easy when things are going good. The real challenge comes when things get tough. And, you know, 6 of Swords. You know, you're leaving this all behind. You know, these people, they like to run when things get hard, okay? At least you will stay, okay? But in this situation, you don't care. You're leaving this all behind. You're not interested in what happened. You already knew this was going to happen. This isn't like new. Like we already know. I mean, we're aware it's only a matter of time. Just we all got to get on the same page. All right, so what else? All right, so now the Devil in reverse is here. So that's telling me that somebody's, you know, releasing limiting beliefs here, exploring dark thoughts, detaching. There's freedom here. There's a restoring of control. So this is because they're becoming off reckless, unfocused, burning out, that they expose themselves here. So now the devil is completely out and about, and whoever else is around them, they don't want to do this devil shit no more. So that's why they're going to want forgiveness. People are looking at this as like a last resort now. I don't know what you're going to do, because look, the Fool's here. Because you got new beginnings, you're pure and innocent, you're not going to have any type of devil people around. You know what I mean? Like, so it doesn't make a difference what they say, what they do. They can say anything they want. Doesn't mean you're going to keep them around, because this is what happens. People, when you make up with them, especially narcissists, they think that they got one over on you, that things are going to go back to the way they were. And then when you don't do what they want, they become even more vicious. So it's almost like, do what you want. If that's what you want, we'll gladly, you know, make a fool out of you if you want. That's the thing. These demons, they know they're going to have to bow. So if they want to be made a fucking jerk off out of, be treated like a fucking real strapper that they are, this devil, then, hey, be our guest. Hang around. Stick around if you want. All right. Because you're never going to gain control again. They know it. They're on their head. They're riding a horse upside down. There's no control here. Okay, now you got this Queen of Cups in reverse. Now this devil, they're in the Queen of Cups in reverse. It's the weakest of the energies, okay? This is a crybaby. This is somebody who is codependent, insecure. They can be unfaithful. They're jealous. They're obsessive. They can't stop what they're doing here. They're crying. They want sympathy. They're saying you did this to them. Haven't they been through enough, they said. Haven't they been through enough? How much more do they have to take, this Queen of Cups? That's what they gotta keep saying. Like, so it's like, okay. But it makes them look so weak. It makes them look like, they think that that's helping them, like I said, but it's hurting them. Because 6 of Pentacles, you're receiving what's meant for you. You're receiving generous, you know, charity here. You're the one who, you know, went through with all this, you know, with this Queen of Cups, and thought they were going to come here and replace you. They said, this is what you were. They said you were crazy like this. You're a mental case, as they say. You don't know how to handle your emotions. You're a baby, you're a stalker, you're this. It's like anything they could say to make you sound like a fucking nut, they did. And you know, maybe some of it's stuck. But now you're sending it all back and you're saying, well, this is what happened here. And if people, they don't want to listen, we don't care. Go live whatever, we know what's going through your head. You gotta live like, you know, in fear for the rest of your life. We don't. We go right to bed because we know we're protected. Okay, why? Because there's a Page of Cups energy here, that's why. It's like the first decent thing that came up so far. Alright, Page of Cups. Listen to your heart, okay, and go with all the things sentimental and romantic. Share those tender moments with somebody special. Feel free to express your feelings. Dance like no one's watching. I like doing that too. But they probably are watching. But who cares? That's the best part. And be a giant goof, it says. Giant goof. Okay, so have fun and be wild, Moonchild. Oh shit, I like the way I said. Have fun and be wild, Moonchild. That's pretty funny. Whoever wrote this stupid shit. Alright, but creative opportunities are here. You know, intuitive messages. Happy surprise. So, you know, oh yeah, this double reverses. I guess you could consider that a good card because it's being seen that this Queen of Cups reverse is being released. This devil is being released. This person is the devil, but now they're crying. That's their way of doing it. They can't get people the old way. So they think that they're gonna get them by using their feelings against them. And people are well aware though, the Four of Pentacles that they were trying to hold on to tight. That's what the Queen of Cups in reverse does. Okay, now they feel the complete lack of energy here. They could, like, nobody cares about them. I'm sorry, got cut off there. So yeah, like I was saying, these devil being released, but it's like I hate with the thing. It gets cut off. Like you see that there's the storage is fine, and all of a sudden it's just all this nonsense comes out of nowhere. That's what I don't understand. But here's the thing: this devil they want to hold on to tight. All right, and that's why they're just being seen. This is all about money. This has been done. This is why they're being seen as reckless and unfocused. They want to steal. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. They didn't, plan for whatever's happening here. They're overwhelmed, overcommitted to a Pentacles reverse. They've told everybody what they wanted to hear, and now people want, they want the reward of this, and this person cannot deliver on it. All right, why? Because you're this Nine of Pentacles. That's why. Because you don't need anybody. You don't give a fuck. They need you to want whatever this is, because then they can build with your energy. But the fact that you completely take your energy from this is the reason why this Queen of Cups is being seen this way. They want me to project this onto you. So this is why those illusions are helping you. Because they're showing they are exactly what they said you are. The Nine of Pentacles is telling you that it's okay to indulge and pamper yourself. Why not? Okay, you're close to the pinnacle of an achievement if it hasn't been realized already. And you should celebrate by treating yourself. Now is the time to make wise investments and stand independently financially. And don't lean too heavily on anybody else. Exactly. You don't need nobody. Okay, the fruits of your labor, you're very luxurious. Everything is coming together. Very self-sufficient here. Not saying you are like loaded. And that doesn't mean you're loaded, but you don't need anybody to feel good. So these people do. All right, why? Because Four of Cups are getting rejected now. And now this is what really making this Queen of Cups reverse make them really whine, but they can't do things the way they were before. They can't use seduction. This is unattractive. Whatever they are, they're coming off very unattractive. While you're coming off in this Page of Cups, Nine of Pentacles energy. And this Queen of Cups in reverse is coming off. Queen of Cups in reverse, Devil in reverse. I mean, they were reckless and unfocused. I mean, what the fuck? Burn out this person. Who would ever think to do stuff like this? How do you explain yourself? And they're trying to pretend like it's like that. This is preposterous. Haven't I been through enough? That's what this person likes to say. Haven't I been through enough? They love to say that. So let's see. Have they been through enough? Who knows? Okay, but here's the thing. You are getting your Two of Cups. All right. So this has been coming up recently. So the Two of Cups is here. They can't stop that. This is what it's all about. They thought they were going to get your Two of Cups. They didn't even care about this. They just wanted to keep it away from you. The upright appearance of the Two of Cups indicates a strong partnership or connection built on equality and mutual respect. You are receiving positive energy, so be sure to share it with others. Don't hoard it like these people. They like to hoard the energy. Unified love, partnership, mutual attraction, okay? Because you're a Nine of Pentacles. This is what really is the wish come true here. So somebody may be bringing you an Ace of Pentacles here. And you don't even care. It's whatever. There's 2 of Cups is here. It's fine. You're good. You're good on your own. Okay. 6 of you left this all behind. You're not here to play games. You don't give a fuck. You're focused on yourself. You're focused on being the best version of yourself. There's 2 of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So the water signs always feel it the most. So is there anything else? And then I'll get to a new deck then, I suppose. All right, so wow, look at that. I said maybe you'll be getting that Ace of Pentacles, but here's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse now. All right, so somebody's missing their opportunity. So I mean, I did just say that, but I said it in the other way. So somebody lost their opportunity here, missed their chance. It's a bad investment. All right, so whoever invested in this Queen of Cups in reverse, there's a lack of planning and foresight here. There's reckless and unfocused. They didn't plan this far. You know, they didn't plan for you to be a 9 of Pentacles, that's for sure. They planned on you needing whatever this was, needing this, you know, always having to, you know, lean on somebody for help, not being able to take care of yourself. This is what they were, and they were putting you in that situation. It wasn't like you just couldn't. They were making it like that, and then say, look at them. I told you they're a bum. It'd be like they lie, get you put in jail, blah, 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 and then you sit in jail, you lose everything, and then they throw you in the street, and then if something bad happens, see, I told you they're a bum. Like, it's like, well, you just ripped us off the street, threw us in jail. But you were able to survive that. So that's what really makes things, you know, good for you. Like I said, there's illusions. They end up helping you, 2 of Wands, because you're planning, you're progressing, you're moving things along. This helps you get things going. It actually gave you a boost. So is there anything else we need to know here? I feel like, you know, I might have to move on here. All right, so here's the thing. This is all you need to know. Is the justice is here. All right, karmic justice is here. This devil in reverse is here. This Queen of Cups in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. That's the justice here. Your decisions will have lasting effects. If you've endured wrongdoing, this card may mean that relief is incoming. However, if you cause pain, take this as a warning. And upright justice may also mean that you need to learn the truth about yourself or others, or perhaps some attention is needed for an important decision. Okay, so yes, relief is coming. It's devil in reverse. I mean, that's relief. If that's the most relief anybody could ever say. And there's a 2 of Cups here with you as a 9 of Pentacles, Page of Cups. I mean, it's all comes down to you having this lover's energy, okay? And that's why this is all here. That's the justice here. So you never lost your lover's energy. And this is what defeated the devil, because love is the strongest, the only thing that's real, and that is what defeated them, okay? So they wanted to make it like love didn't mean anything, 'cause they knew by making people feel like pentacles over love or whatever this indulgent lifestyle that they could control them more. This is a new deck, actually. So this is the first time I ever used it. So we see what happened. Your 2 of Cups, this is the justice here, all right? You as this 9 of Pentacles, not needing nobody. Just the justice here. These people, they missed their opportunity. They should have tried to help you, okay? That they wanted to go against you, they wanted to hurt you. They conform to peer pressure. These people, whoever some of these people are, this is a group that was supporting this Queen of Cups in reverse, this Destiny Swapper. They always have a group with them. These demons, they feel like strength in numbers helps them. But then you end up defeating them. And it makes you look like a fucking absolute beast here. And you're really just, you know, all that they did was invoke your ancestors to have to get involved here. Like, there was no, they could not let you, they're just like, fuck it. Like, I don't even think they wanted to, but they were just like, whatever. These people made it like they had to. All right, what else we got then? Why don't we elaborate? Why don't we get a confirmation, clarification here? I feel like I'm getting a good gist here, though. All right, so here's the thing. We just saw that there's love with you, but there's no love here, okay? That's the thing with this Queen of Cups reverse. There is no love. They never prioritize love here, okay? They prioritize manipulation. They like to, do things. They like to be critical of people. They like to just take energy. They make people feel they're energy vampire. That's all it is. But here's the thing. Judgment's here. You know, Archangel Gabriel is blowing the horn. He said, let me tell you something. Or Uriel, whatever one of them, is blowing the horn here. He said, let me tell you something, brother. He says, this is enough is enough. We've seen enough. You know, the King of Swords will be here. I guarantee you, justice is here. Somebody's going to have to pay for this. Somebody's going to have to pay. I mean, so let's get to the bottom of who's going to pay. Everybody is, that's the thing. Everybody has to pay the piper. It's that simple. Alright, and who's going to pay? Like I said, it's going to be this Queen of Swords in reverse. Alright, so this is now showing this person's angry. Okay, this is what they're going to do. They're going to come off all with the sadness. They're going to say, haven't I been through enough? Oh my God, I've endured so much. Like, they're going to make it like they were like the victim in the situation. And when they see that doesn't work, because people are going to notice that they're full of shit, then they're going to get into this Queen of Swords energy where they're going to become angry, critical, bitchy. Okay, and the devil's really going to be coming out of them. And that's when it's like, that's when people are going to be like, go, just get the fuck out of here. We know what you are. You know, the mask comes fully off there. Because Six of Cups, because people are nostalgic to you. They're thinking back to you. They don't want this person around. This person is an energy vampire that makes people feel like shit. And now they want to act like they're a good person. And now they want to scream and yell at people. Because they're missing their opportunity because they got caught. Whatever. This could be anybody. This could be your mother. This could be a fucking sister. This could be, you know, somebody who just... Whatever. Alright, but just now, they're being released. What else? Anything else? Alright, and now, you, Three of Swords reverse, are recovering from heartbreak. Okay, so you're releasing these people. Getting them out of your energy is what released this, you know, you actually, what happens, you releasing your heartbreak, you overcoming heartbreak is the reason why this Queen of Cups, this Queen of Swords in reverse character, okay, that they're being released because they needed you to be heartbroken, and this is how they were going to siphon your energy through your counterpart. They needed you to be chasing your counterpart around. They needed you to, you know, wish for them. They needed you to do all the crazy stuff, but you're just like, we don't give a fuck, keep them, you know? And now that's what's taking the energy completely back, and that's the justice. But you still have this Two of Cups here. So that's the best part. And then the Hierophant's here with you also. You're being institutionally supported. That's the justice too. I mean, you're socially approved. People are seeing you for who you really are. You're a Nine of Pentacles. How are they going to say you didn't do it by yourself? What can they say? There's nothing they can say anymore. You recover from heartbreak. You're a Nine of Pentacles. You have Page of Cups energy. Two of Cups here. Justice is here. What else do you want me to say? This Queen of Swords in reverse, there's no love here with them, though. Life with no love is no fun, especially for your counterpart saying that. Okay, because now, yes, there's a Knight of Cups in reverse here. So this is exactly what this is going to be. It's going to be a gaslighting situation. So this Queen of Swords in reverse, this Queen of Cups in reverse, they're going to be saying, like I said, they're going to go that route of, haven't they been through enough? How much more do they have to endure? You know, they're going to talk about, think about the kids, blah, 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 that whatever they're thinking is preposterous, that they, you know, and then somebody's just going to be like, no, I don't believe this anymore. And then this person's going to get into this, you're crazy, you're an idiot, if you listen to that. You know what I mean? So that's what they're going that route. And this is what it comes down to, hoping that this convinces somebody to stay. Queen of Swords in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse is one of the most unattractive combinations of energy. And you throw in the Devil in reverse there. Not a good Knight of Cups in reverse though. Wow, not too much fun. They think that people are going to stay with this. Alright, and you know why? Page of Swords in reverse, because now not only that, they're being seen as deceptive and manipulative. They're already being exposed. The mask is off now. The Devil's released. They're angry. So what? Do something. Motherfucker, do something, you told him. You told the guy, you said, because look, we got the Two of Cups here. You can't stop it. You thought you were going to block this? No. Okay, you catapulted it. That's all you did. You made it that much more special. Thank you. Thank you. Assistant, do us a favor. Send out a platinum-style fruit basket for this Queen of Swords in reverse. They earned it. Okay? Yes, they did. You want to be a tough guy, they thought. That they were tough. Anything else we need to know now? Okay, look, now you got this Knight of Wands in reverse energy, so there's no energy here. They're coming off like a coward. This is a coward. It's like somebody who'd be hiding behind a keyboard. This is a troll. This is like, they're part of the Troller family. Okay, I mean, it's like, what the fuck, these people? Like, they think that anybody should listen to anything they have to say. Like, they matter at all. Now they're saying, look at all they did for you, they're saying. They did so much. They helped you. They were there for you. And this is how you should treat them? That's what they're saying. Okay, and that's, the illusion here. They're acting like they were helping you, but they were hurting you the whole time. And then now they want to try to act like you're being an ingrate here because of that. You're like, no, this is what you were doing. We know that you never knew how to help this person. They don't know no love. They're just like, go. It's like, you've done enough. There's no need to, please. Just go. This person has to get chased. So, this is going to be a person who's going to end up being like, if they don't end up they'll be sitting in a chair, like relying on people to take care of them for the rest of their life. Like I see this person in like a fucking rocking chair and a fucking robe, all depressed and having like, that crazy person. Like they try to make this be you. This is what they're going to be now. If that's their best case scenario. Being treated like an idiot. So what else do we got? Anything else? You recovered here. All right, these people, they want to avoid this judgment now. Now this Queen of Swords, they want to avoid judgment. This is like even worse to me is that they want to avoid the judgment. They don't want nobody to know how they, how there's no love with it, how they're just being seen as a bad investment, how they're being released, how they're saying please don't tell anybody, please, is what they're saying. Just let me go. I'll leave. I'll never come back. But this person, whatever, do what you got to do, okay? Because Five of Cups, we know what's happening. We don't have to do, we're not in charge of your karma. Go ahead, go. Yeah, you're fine. We aren't going to say nothing. Go. Get the fuck out of here. Go overseas or something. Run. Run, motherfucker, run. I'll give you a head start. Go. Can't take anything now. You got to just go. All right, so anything else before, this is a lot of bad energy here. All right. And now you got the World in reverse. So they want to avoid judgment. They want to keep things the same. They want to keep, they want to take shortcuts. They want you to get no closure here. All right. They just want this to be open-ended, that this never ends, that like they just keep doing it. They think they'll go find somebody else to do this to. But it's just, they're not understanding the world is turning here. They're not understanding that you have this Knight of Swords energy, that you're action-orientated, you're ambitious, you're driven to succeed. That they can't do anything, that they show that they're worthless compared to you. That's what they showed you. That's what they showed everybody. So what else? Is there anything else? Because this energy. All right, but now look, I'm telling you, Two of Swords in reverse now. Now they want to avoid all this. They want to avoid things changing. So this is somebody who's like I said, they're trying to run from whatever this is. And you're just like, go, run, but it doesn't matter. It's not like you're not going to do anything here. The karma is going to take care of it. So this is like a person who'll be like running away from trying to get in and get hit by a bus or something. It's just what it is. Like, it's information. They can't avoid this. They can't avoid the judgment of what they did. They can't avoid the fact that there's a new world here. They can't avoid the fact that the energy, the wheel is turning in your favor. They can't avoid the fact that you have a King of Cups here who you have a Two of Cups with. It's like this is what they try to block, and they didn't start out this crazy, but it got to the point where you just kept getting back up, and these people, they kept upping the ante. It's like they kept doubling down, and now they're at a point where they have no more. There's nothing left. Okay, now 10 of Wands, like I said, there's nothing left. They can't hold on any longer. They can't carry this burden anymore. They're being released. This is what this is, being released. You can't hold on anymore. They can't carry this burden. That's why this Devil in reverse is here. That's why they're being released. Okay, because Hangman, because they're stuck. They're being, people are being forced to see things from different perspectives. And this person is going to have to be forced to. That's how they're going to possibly heal. I don't know, but we'll see. We're going to, this is, you don't have to worry about this. This is already done. This is just benefits you. All this does is benefit you. They wanted to drop this burden on your back, but you said, no, it's yours. All right, so what's going to be the end here? All right, is that Nine of Swords. They're all anxious and depressed. So this is what this person is. They're going to be sitting there all alone. Okay, and they know what they did. They realize now they can't help you. And there's a bird that was just right on my window looking at me. That was pretty funny. A little small bird. So this person right here, they're very much anxious, very much depressed. Okay, who's all anxious and depressed? This devil. Why? Because devil in reverse, he's being released. That's their worst fears being seen for what they really are. They've been just living on with a mask forever. I mean, this is like, finally. It's like I said, you're pulling the fucking thing off this head. It's like, they would have got away with it, they're saying, if it wasn't for the gangster magician and his magical gangsters. Oh, well, take them away. Take them away, Archangel Michael. Get them out of here. We don't want them here no more. Thank you. They can't avoid this any longer. Okay, they can't avoid the fact, Knight of Pentacles reversed, that they're being seen as a fucking bum. Okay, because that's what this is. They're a bum. They wanted to take. They thought they were going to get, they thought they were going to get something here. The ships are not coming in for them. Why? Because you stayed in this hermit energy. You became the best version of yourself. You recovered from heartbreak. You became a Nine of Pentacles. You used your Page of Cups energy to your advantage. Now you have a Two of Cups here. And that's the justice. That you are exactly getting what is meant for you times 10 now. Alright, so what's going to be the end? I'm done after this. Alright, is that you have this Page of Pentacles energy. So you are manifesting this. You're making this happen. This is the beginning phases of how you're getting to the next level. You've already graduated. Now you're working on getting to where you need to be. Why? Because you solved the puzzle here with this Wheel of Fortune. You solved the puzzle. You didn't need a hint. The wheel's turning in your favor. It doesn't matter. It has to turn. It's just the way that the universe works. These people are going to have to learn these universal laws. They're going to have to go back to summer school for this. All right? So I'm going to do one more, and then I'm done no matter what. And that is, look, they definitely reverse. They want to avoid this. They want to avoid this in the worst way, but they can't hold on. They can't carry this burden any longer. That's why they're all anxious and depressed. Nine of Swords. They can't, this world in reverse, they can't stop this from happening. They can't stop. It's like, where do they think this is going to happen? Like I'm saying, they're running from this stuff, hoping that they never get caught. Okay, because they've done illegal stuff, but they're going to get caught. Okay, why? Because you are that pure and innocent fool, okay? And that's what it is. When you attack the fool, the universe, this is universal energy. So these people, they want to attack you unprovoked. You never fought back. You didn't do nothing to hurt nobody. All you did was to help people. All you wanted to do was love people, okay? And now these people have to be seen for exactly who they are and what they did. And that's that, okay? And that's all I got to say about that.